What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha. Nice to meet you all. Getting here because we've got quite a bit to get on into, literally. Quite a bit. I've actually written down a bunch of notes for today's video because, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been sleeping on this for a minute. Like, I've been wanting to make this video, but I was like, no, let me give it some more time, let me add some more notes to it, and boy, did I do exactly that. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about Camila Cabello and her cringy era. I want to talk about why I feel like she's extremely unlikable. Like, this isn't just coming from me. I know several people who just haven't taken a liking to Camila Cabello, and it's not necessarily because they know about her racist past or problematic past. People just aren't really feeling Camila and don't really see her as the pop girl. Now, I'm not going to take away from the fact that I do think she's actually quite talented, and I'm not going to sit in here and pretend I don't be knowing verses, choruses, and girl, listen, there are some songs where the bitch just ate. Like, she literally just ate and left no crumbs. For instance, I'm just looking for some real friends. I wonder where they're all hiding now. Boy, can I relate? Cause every time I let somebody in, what? And then I find out what they're all about. And I also love Shameless. I don't want to sing that one because girl, my voice might just croak, and that bitch, I English. I haven't even warmed up yet. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup. I'm gonna show you guys like my summer makeup routine because literally the heat is crazy, and really and truly, I don't know why I wear makeup, but like I just kind of also like, I like the vibe of makeup, but obviously I can still live without it. Calm down, calm your tips, it's not that deep. Show you guys like my summer makeup routine. We're not doing too much with the products, but it's still like heavily focused on the blush and the lips. If you guys want to see how I get my look together and everything for summer, then definitely stay tuned. Also, go ahead and follow me over my Instagram. It's Keisha_. I love going through my DMs. Ask about me, I literally reply. If I see the message, I'm going to reply to it. Plus, I feel like a lot of you guys take time out of your day to show love to me. So I want to show love back to you guys. So you right now, I double dare you. Go and shoot me a DM, go and follow me. It costs you nothing and takes less than 10 seconds. So what are you waiting for? Or, in the words of Ellie Goulding, bitch, get your ass up and, well, that's the words of Kim Kardashian. Get up and work. I'm kidding. Let me stop it. Let me stop. Oh my god, I don't know why I have so much energy. Also, it's boiling hot here in London. Comment down below the weather right now in your country, in your city. Let me know. Oh god. And also my nails are literally destroyed. It's because I'm obsessed with just like doing press on nails, but like the removal process of press on, don't even ask me how I do it. You would think I'm an animal in a zoo. Like, the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that she isn't technically like a flop artist or anything. She still has like, what, 46 million monthly streamers, so people are still checking for her, still booked and busy. She's still, you know, loved by her fans and whatnot. But I do think that there are a lot of people who still aren't aware of her problematic past, who still don't like her. At the end of the day, I know someone's gonna be like, oh my god, okay, you can call her this, you can call her unlikable, but why do you still have a name in her mouth? Because we're discussing her. Just because I'm talking about someone doesn't mean I like them. Let's be very clear. Same way you guys literally talk about Hitler in history class because you're studying and researching about him. Well, some of you bitches didn't pay attention, doesn't mean you like him. Do you know what I mean? Stop being silly. Like, 2 + 2 is not giving 4, but you thought you ate without. I really want to start from the beginning. Even before I knew about Camila's like problematic past, which we're going to go ahead and kind of like highlight later on, because I feel like I also did make a video maybe back in 2020 about this. So I don't want to be too repetitive, but I'm going to, you know, touch on a few things that are necessary. I feel like I never really liked Camila. Like, was she one of the standouts in Fifth Harmony? Yes, she was. I feel like they pushed her in our faces. We had no choice but to, you know, take it in. I do think there are a lot of talented people in Fifth Harmony. I do think that Camila got, also if I'm looking there, it's because my mirror is there, but I do think that there was a lot of attention on Camila because she was the first person to leave Fifth Harmony. At the time of her leaving the band, they had made a statement on their social medias, and it started off by saying, after 4.5 years of being together, we have been informed via her representatives that Camila has decided to leave Fifth Harmony. That's crazy. Why is that so messy? Like, I don't understand how they're just finding it out from her reps as opposed to Camila telling the girls that she wanted to leave and do her own thing. Now, do I imagine that if they had spoken about it? Sure. I don't think somebody would be sneaky enough to just kind of up and do something. Because even with Zayn Malik, when he left One Direction, he'd already been telling them here and there that he wanted to do his own thing and that the music they were making just wasn't a bit of him, basically. So I only hope that that's what's happened here with Camila, because this statement is kind of weirdly written, in my opinion. Because right now it's giving, she didn't tell anyone she's going to be doing this. She told her rep to tell the girls. But what do you guys think? By default, when you leave a group first, there's just literally a lot more attention on you. And people are like, oh my god, what are they going to do next? There's a lot more curiosity and stuff like that. I need to stand up and get my makeup brushes, but literally my thighs are sweaty. Like, I'm literally sitting on my gaming chair, which is leather. I have a bunch of new brushes. Now, my girl math, I know it makes no sense and it's actually quite wrong of me, but I probably should wash makeup brushes, but instead I just throw them away and buy like cheap ones, just because I just can't bother to like wash makeup brushes. It's draining, it's depressing. I do think quite a lot of the members from Fifth Harmony, I think everyone from Fifth Harmony is actually quite talented. I do feel like they push Camila more. I do feel like when you listen to a Fifth Harmony project, specifically the singles, you hear Camila more than the other girls. I don't know where I heard this from. Like, I could have sworn Dinah, aka one of the girls from Fifth Harmony, I could have sworn she said, I think it was on the Terrell show, she said that, like, whoever would turn up to rehearsals first would get, like, the bigger part of a song. Especially because, like, in that band, it was 5 people. Now, I get it. We have K-pop. We have people like BTS, where there's, like, 7 of them. Like, how they're able to split vocals and do all of that is beyond me. They do it so well, though. I think that there's so much that can be done on when you're in a band. You can do so much with vocals and harmonies, no pun intended. But I heard that and I was like, oh my god, that kind of makes sense. And I guess Camila will turn up to rehearsals and be the first one. I don't know, I feel like fans, even at the time, because the thing is, I actually did like Fifth Harmony. I did feel like they gave, and I feel like they actually had bangers. I think a lot of their best songs, though, are songs that aren't singles. I think their best songs live on the albums, unfortunately. It's very evident that the team, the label, preferred Camila above the other girls. And I think that it was that made Camila probably feel like, you know what, hey, I want to go solo and do my own thing. There's nothing wrong with that, though. I think that she probably followed in the footsteps of Zayn Malik, who left One Direction first to do his own solo career, and his first single did extremely well for him. What was Camila's first single? I'm not even trying to be shady, because my thing is, like, I actually genuinely forgot. I need to think about this. Either way, Camila did pretty well as a solo artist, but I do think in order to get to that place of being by yourself and performing on a stage by yourself, prior to literally being in a group, you must have had some sort of confidence or people in your ears telling you, girl, you can do this. Now, granted, she did audition for X Factor as a soloist, so there you go. Fifth Harmony was very successful, very popular, but I do feel like something lacked in the group. Whilst I did like their music and stuff, I feel like the chemistry just wasn't there. I feel like things seemed very off. I feel like a lot of the red carpet moments, things just looked out of place, and it wasn't just the wardrobe. But if we are going to talk about wardrobe real quickly, then let's check out some of these looks that I just pulled from Google. I mean, it's not just the looks, though. It's like the body language as well. They look like they don't want to be there. Some of them look like they want to take their kids to football practice. The others look like they just got back from the club. It just really never gave. It never gave unity. It never gave sisterhood for me personally. You know, even just the way they're posing. I'm not saying you have to be close to each other, but there just felt like there's so much distance between a lot of them. And granted, you're not going to like everyone and get along with everyone. But when it comes to living your dreams, living your best life, making money, performing, doing that very same thing you audition for an X Factor, but just having to do it in a group, I get it. You're going to feel a little bit bitter about it. But if you're doing well, touring, making money, then I just feel like I'm just gonna bite my tongue, get over it, do what I got to do, because at least I'm still here. Does that make sense? Maybe that's just me, though. But yeah, and a lot of these pictures, like this one specifically, girl, where is Camila going? Like, that is giving church outfit. Ali's giving quinceañera before the quinceañera. I don't know. It just feels like a lot happening, basically. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. You can be in a band, but you don't have to dress the same. Like, I think it's cool to have your own individuality, but also there's something really nice about everybody kind of just like flowing effortlessly. And I feel like a group that does that really well is Flow, which is a British girl band. I feel like they do it so well and it's effortless and doesn't feel like, oh, they just put this on for the sake of putting it on and just looking like a girl group. I feel like there's ways you can do it. If you have a good stylist with the right mindset, then it can all flow and come out pretty well. People would compare Fifth Harmony to Little Mix, and I never really understood that debate, just because I feel like, yes, they make pop music, but their music just felt so different for me. And also I feel like the great thing about Little Mix is the fact that the chemistry was there. You could not deny it. Like, the chemistry, it just gave, like, it felt like these girls truly loved each other. Yes, they're another band that was placed together. You still felt the sisterhood. You still felt like these people actually enjoyed each other's company. I wasn't necessarily surprised that they were going to do their own thing and go their own ways. However, I do think that because of Camila's departure from the band, it kind of made the other girls have to go and do their own things. I hope they're all doing well. Also, when it comes to makeup, yeah, I look horrible before I look good. I wouldn't even use the word horrible, but it is complicated before it's not complicated. So just wait on it. Camila's doing her own thing now. She's a soloist, you know, she's popping off, she's charting. A lot of people are taking a liking to her. The singles that she's chosen have worked well for her, like Havana. I think everyone and their godmother knows about that. I think Senorita was good, the one with Shawn Mendes. I feel like I already knew that was going to be deemed a hit automatically because people have been shipping Shawn Mendes and Camila from the beginning. Girl, I don't see what you guys see, but hip, 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 hooray. Now, one thing I do not like about Camila Cabello, just going to be straight up about it, I feel like she's really boring. I feel like she's really boring. I feel like I've not really taken a liking to her personal life. I don't necessarily care. I feel like for me to like you as a pop girl, to be completely honest with you, I need to know about that personal life. Like, I'm sorry. Am I nosy? Yes, I am. I'm hella nosy. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my under eye because, bitch, these under eye bags are not giving Chanel. I feel like I don't really care about her personal life. I don't care about who she's dating. I only care about who someone's dating if I'm actually interested. But, like, I have to be invested in you to, like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, but it does. The ones that get it, get it. I don't care about Camila, respectfully. Like, I don't care about her personal life. I'm not looking at her lyrics and thinking, oh my god, who's she talking about? Like, I'm not doing like a deep dive. And I feel like when it comes to a lot of the, like, the pop girlies who are really popular and talented, it's truly because there's some sort of story there, and it's truly because we are invested in their personal life, like Taylor Swift, like Ariana Grande, Tate McRae. Like, we want, even Tate McRae, who's like more of a newer artist, I feel like she does that very well. She has people like doing deep dives and searches and trying to figure out, oh my god, who's she talking about? Like, oh my god, let's link these pieces together. But for Camila, you might know who she's talking about. Boy, do you even really care? That's the question. I like Shawn Mendes, but I do think he's quite bland. I do think he's quite boring. Boring doesn't have to be a bad thing. I used to be boring until I decided to actually get a personality and do something. All jokes aside though, there's actually nothing wrong with being boring, but for me personally, someone who's going to consume pop music and somebody who misses the days where pop girlies just did the goddamn thing and put on a show and have me invested in shickety shockety shook. Now, I can be invested but not be on the internet too much. I feel like people need to understand that yes, I'm invested in these things, but I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm still able to go out and touch grass. Life still goes on. It's not that deep. But yeah, I just kind of missed the excitement, and I feel like there's no excitement you get from this girl. I know people think that it was a PR relationship. I don't think it was. I mean, the fact that they quarantined, girl, you don't just quarantine with anyone. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Givenchy Prisme Libre. I think that's how you pronounce it. All these fancy words. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Now, this is very expensive. Don't be like me, but also it's really good. So maybe try and be like me. I'm joking, but there's way more affordable powders out there. Like, even if you want to go for Huda Beauty, like, powder, it's really good. Like, you guys know I've been using that for years, to be honest, because it's good. But I wanted something different, and I'm not gonna lie, TikTok had me on the chokehold with this one. I was like, okay, girl. I do want to go ahead and talk about how I feel like this new era of hers with the blonde hair, let's be very clear, the bleach blonde hair. I don't know what it is with like brunettes just wanting to go blonde and having like their pop girl moment. I just feel like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and I feel like it's not by force it. And this feels very forced to me. Maybe I'm the problem here. Like, maybe I just need to let people be and adapt and change, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with experimenting, because I do think that Camila is in her era where she's experimenting. I feel like this new era is trying to give going to the club, not coming home until like 8 a.m. I just did a bad thing. Like, I feel like it's trying to give good girl gone bad, but baby, I don't think that many people care. And also I feel like not just anyone can do a good girl gone bad era. Like, I feel like the last person to really do that and have me captivated was Rihanna, and that was a long time ago. This new era feels cringe. It feels forced. The blonde hair just isn't giving. I don't like dark roots. I just don't like it. No, wait, correction. There's a lot of people who can pull off dark roots. Camila just isn't one of them, in my humble opinion. The hair makes her look washed out, especially with her skin tone. I feel like there's so many shades of blondes that her stylist could have pitched to her. Platinum blonde hair, it just didn't make sense to me. There's people who can pull it off. Here are some examples where I feel like platinum blonde works. These are women who are naturally brunette who decided to go full on platinum blonde. There were so many more examples that Google showed me, but I just didn't take a liking to a lot of them. I feel like it wasn't really complimentary, but here are a few that just seem to work. If you guys know others that should have been added to this list, then let me know. There definitely are others, but here are a few examples. Emma Roberts, Gwen Stefani, Emilia Clarke. Camila just doesn't look expensive. That sounds rude. But like, she's a millionaire. But the bitch don't look expensive. I feel like the wardrobe choices are confusing. I remember for Coachella, she posted a picture, which I had seen somewhere, and I was just like, huh? Like, what is the reasoning behind this? She posted a picture and she had like a fur tail. Sorry. I feel like she's just trying to make fetch a thing.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
She's also trying to be like Charlie XCX. But the thing is, Charlie XCX is still alive and well. Just dropped an album not too long ago. Girl, you need to rest. The thing about Charlie is the fact that she's actually really authentic. I feel like she's been doing this for such a long time now. And yes, she's been evolving as an artist because that's what you should be aiming to do. It doesn't feel like this is like not Charlie. Does that make sense? No? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze. Go ahead and use this palette, which is hanging off. I was gonna say hanging off by a thread, but hanging off by a screw. It feels too close to Charlie XCX. Like, it feels like songs that Charlie didn't want. This is probably like the top 2 reasons as to why I don't like Camila, right? In no particular order. I went to performing arts school. Music is life. That was so cringe. Camila just screams Rachel Berry. And there's always a girl like that, or a boy, but there's always a girl like that, right? Who just always wants to be the center of attention. You know, your teacher comes into class, assigns you a new assignment, and says, okay, you guys need to work in a band. We need the vocalist here. Like, Camila screams that type of girl who will literally be like, okay, me. It has to be me. I want to sing. Where it's like, baby, look around you, there's other vocalists too. Just gives Rachel Berry. They're the same people, just in 2 different fonts. One is in italic, one is in bold. If you go to performing arts school, then you know what I mean. She doesn't want to share. She wants to be the center of attention. She wants to be the soloist in every single project, when it's like sometimes you have to look around and remember the world doesn't revolve around you. And I feel like sometimes she kind of gave that in Fifth Harmony as well. Not always, but sometimes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the most important, well, not important, well, yeah, the most important, Jesus. Girl, that powder looks crazy, floating in the air. Okay, well, I will sort out this mess in a second. The most important part of this look, okay? So we have the One Size palette. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the person who made me get this palette, well, they didn't make me because I don't know them personally, but like when I saw Sabrina Carpenter's makeup, I was like, okay, it's giving very much One Size, or it's giving Patrick Tar. This pink color right here, as you can see. And I'm gonna go ahead and just like bring it up. And this just screams summer, and I put it on my eyelid as well. Like, this just gives summer. Like, I don't like it doing too much now, but you can control how much you use, of course. Black women, please don't be scared of blush. Like, I get why you are. It feels a little too bright for your liking, but girl, it's not a problem. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this House Labs, which is Lady Gaga's brand, I believe. Yes, I mean, duh, you knew it was, Keisha, stop being silly. And I'm gonna pop this on top. This color right here, tell me it doesn't make sense. This is just giving, like, this is literally summer in, what was I gonna say? It's summer in a, like, packet. I don't know. English is not my first language. I mean, it is, but it's the excuse I prefer to say. And most people believe me. They don't argue. They're like, okay, girl, well, it's all right. I don't hate Camila's voice. I feel like she's actually improved. I feel like her voice used to be very squeaky, very nasally, and I just can't necessarily, like, I'm not necessarily a fan of that kind of thing. I know that's some people's bags where they like people who sound like they're squeaky, sound like babies, but for me, I am an adult, and no, I'm good, is what I'm trying to say, okay? But Camila, once upon a time, used to sound hella squeaky, hella nasally, like the bitch wasn't attending vocal sessions. I don't know. She liked singing, but she didn't want to get better. That's what it was giving me, right? I feel like she's actually very much improved, and I feel like we need to be able to, you know, if you've seen improvement in someone, then call it out. How can you go from releasing Havana or Senorita or Real Friends or Shameless and then make I love it, 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 I love it. Ooh, I'm like, huh? And why did you go for Playboy Carti? Like, that's what I'm saying about this new era of hers. It feels cringe. It feels forced. It feels, I'm trying to be different from the other girls. I can't even hear what she's saying half the time. Diamonds on the, no. Like, this is not the mumble era of rap music. This is not 2018, baby. Let's be for real. There's that. I would struggle to do this eye. I feel like I need to practice way more, and these do not look the same. But it's okay. Like, I will be able to find a way to finesse it, because in this life you have to finesse. She has a song on the album with Young Miami. When would you ever put Camila and Young Miami in the same room, let alone the same booth? I feel like her and her team are understanding that the black coin is very important. Like, you do need to have black people as your supporters. Like, I feel like it actually means a lot, because when they don't support you, it's very evident. So I know Pink Panther is on there. I'm very intrigued to know how that's gonna sound. City Girls, also Drake is on the album. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not what we were meant to be doing today. Like, I wasn't meant to actually be doing this makeup look because this isn't Scream Summer, but it just kind of happened. And I feel like I don't have enough blush on my face. I think I'm a blush addict. Like, it's not even funny. Like, this, you know when people say less is more? No. Yeah. I think that she's pandering. I think it's very apparent that she done pissed off black people. Black people still haven't forgiven her, not everyone. And here's the thing, you don't have to forgive someone. People keep saying stuff like, okay, but why are you still talking about it till this day? Bitch, we can talk about it until the day we die if you want to. Like, at the end of the day, you can't stop people from having conversations about certain things. It just is what it is. Get with it or get gone. You should get gone. I think for a lot of people, they felt as though the apology wasn't direct towards Normani. It wasn't really direct towards what she was necessarily even apologizing for in the first place. It just seems like she had to issue the statement because she got caught, which is the typical thing for celebrities. This is what Normani had to say a few years ago. She said, I struggled with talking about this because I didn't want it to be part of my narrative because I am a black woman, Normani told Rolling Stones in a candid interview, choosing her words carefully. It was devastating that this came from a place that was supposed to be a safe haven and a sisterhood, she admitted to Rolling Stone, because I knew that if the tables were turned, I would defend each of them in a single heartbeat. Now, this is referencing the fact that Camila literally never defended her when she was getting bullied, called a bunch of different animals, given death threats. Should I go on? Like, things were really, really tough for Normani. And probably till this day, it still feels like, do I even feel comfortable performing on stage? Is this even really for me? Like, you can see there's a lot of doubts Normani has had. And that's because of these stupid ass pricks on the internet. Half the time have no username in correlation to their name, no profile picture, but they love to do the absolute most and pretty much ruin people's life. But luckily, Normani is still standing. But, you know, it could have been a lot more worse. It took days for her to acknowledge what I was dealing with online, and then years for her to take responsibility for the offensive tweets that recently resurfaced, Normani continued. Whether or not it was her intention, this made me feel like I was second to the relationship that she had with her fans. Camila would be all up in them group chats, you know, replying back to fans and whatnot, because this is what Camila loves. She loves the attention and she loves being self-centered, okay? So she was replying up in them group chats, laughing, kikiing with them, whilst they were literally trolling the hell out of Normani. Okay, while Normani is healed from that personal pain from someone she once felt was as close as a sister, she's fully aware that as a black woman, that kind of casual racial vitriol, girl, English is not my first language, is sadly an everyday occurrence. But Normani is a superstar in the making, and she's not letting racism stop her. I deserve to be celebrated. Oh, girl, I'm glitching. I deserve to be celebrated, and I'm just getting started. I love that, you know? I think that it's actually quite sad because you wouldn't think someone so close to you would be capable of such a thing. But then again, you don't know people. The fact that she was all up in them group chats, kikiing, laughing, took days before she made any type of statement. And it took years to acknowledge her racial, you know, past. You know, and I'm putting past in quotation marks because I'm not sure, you know. But then again, it raises a new question of, like, do you guys think people can change? Do you think once a racist, always a racist? Or do you think, you know, people can really put in the work to actually change their ways, not be racist, not be homophobic, and not be stupid ass pricks? Let me know. Let me know. If people don't want to forgive her, then they don't have to. If people want to forgive her and move past it and just be like, okay, it is what it is, but it is, like, it's fine. Or, like, I've forgiven this was years ago. Let people feel like how they want to feel. Like, I'm tired of people being like, oh my God, but why are you still so pressed about it? Because they want to be pressed about it. And maybe Camila used to be their fave and she just, like, let them down. Maybe, like, the person that said individual dealt with racism. So, like, when they saw their fave Camila doing the exact same thing, they felt very hurt by it and they found it to be quite unforgivable. Like, it just is what it is. Some people are able to forgive people, some people aren't. I think that, for me personally, I do think you should forgive. I do think that holding something above someone's head 24/7 just isn't the healthiest of things. And I think that even if I was to make, like, a little... racism is no mistake. Let's be very clear. Absolutely clear on that one. But I'm just saying, like, even if I was to do something in life in which I feel differently about today, or said something that I feel differently about today, I do wish people were able to, like, let people grow and stuff. But then again, there are some people where it's like, girl, something is still so off about you. I still feel like you are this way. Now, can we just talk about the fact that she literally had to attend a racial healing session, and this was like dated back in 2021, and she said it created a space where I was held accountable. Girlie, so you're telling me you couldn't just do that anyways? That's sad, and that means that you have some deep-rooted racism in you. The thing is, it's not only Camila that needs to be attending this. Like, I know, sir, I don't know them, but from the stories that I've seen, there's plenty of people that should be attending these. There's plenty of people that should be attending these racial healing sessions. Like, some of you bitches need to sign up real quickly. The way you guys sign up for Ticketmaster is the way you should be signing up for these racial healing sessions, because some of you bitches is, ugh. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lip liner now, which is the most important part. Now, not gonna lie to you, some of you people lied to me. Let me tell you why. You lied to me because I remember, I'll never forget, I mean, I forgot what video it was, so I guess I did forget. I think it was a Kendall Jenner video I did where I was like, I was literally talking to you guys like, oh my god, I really want a good chocolate lip liner. I don't want anything red. And like the whole comment section was like, Keisha, you need to go and buy Mac Chestnut, go and buy Mac Chestnut, innit? So what did I do? I bought Mac Chestnut. I was hesitant a little bit because I was like, you know what, it's kind of expensive, like for a lip liner that's going to be sharpened down, because the way that I use and abuse lip liners is not even funny. So I'm like, okay, do you know what? I'm a little bit hesitant, but my whole comment section, and this come from black women themselves saying that, oh my god, chestnut is a color. You guys lied to me. You guys played in my face. Why is it giving red? Why is it giving dark purple? No, thank you. So instead, I did my own research, and that's probably what I should have done in the first place. MAC lip liner in the shade Coffee is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been needing. Look, you guys know me. I love me like a dark chocolate brown black kind of liner. Every time I put it on, I'm just like, how is it possible? I can't describe it. Just give me a Kim. This is not giving summer makeup. I lied to you guys. Yes, she was 14 when she was making these racist posts and was bullying Normani, didn't defend Normani, but wasn't Normani like 14 or 15, like close in age as well, when she was dealing with the hatred from the world, the hatred from that fan base. Whereas Camila, like, it takes just you using your platform to really speak up, condemning this. Rare Beauty lipstick. What color is this? This is in the shade Gifted. Got two options. We've got Fenty Beauty or we've got Kiko. They're pretty much the same thing. Let me go for Kiko. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my face by using the setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It really does what it says. It's just a bit too expensive. So if someone wants to buy this for my birthday's past. But if you want to surprise me, I should probably open up a PO box. Then again, I sound like a beg. I sound like those influencers who are literally desperately asking for money every 2.5 seconds. You don't want to be shy with it. Like, use the product as you're meant to use it. People could just be using like 1 or 2 sprays, but you better drown in it. Ooh. Here's my fan. Take this off. And yeah. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you guys think of my commentary? What do you guys think of my takes? What do you think of the makeup? Is it giving or not? And yes, I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.